Alternative energy. While we often talk about green energy, what is really meant by this is an all-encompassing term for any kind of energy, whether it is geothermal, nuclear, hydropower, fossil fuel-based or anything else. Some alternative energies are better than others, but overall the amount of green energy available is enormous. We can divide the total amount of green energy into two broad categories, solar and wind. When you break it down further, however, there are just two major types of green energy, solar and wind. Brown energy comes from burning natural fossil fuels, including oil or coal. Green energy is produced from alternative energy sources, including nuclear, hydroelectric, geothermal and even solar power. The most important thing to note is that the use of a solar panel is actually quite a bit different than using an alternate source of power. Sun's energy can be harnessed in a variety of ways, from photovoltaic panels to thermal collectors and others. But the most common way to harness this energy in a power plant is by using a thermal collector that has a bunch of mirrors that focus sunlight on a central area of a building. This is a highly effective way to use solar power, but it takes up a lot of space. Solar panels can also collect energy from the ground or water by utilizing passive magnetic fields, as well as many other methods. However, when you look at the amount of energy solar energy is capable of producing, it is far less than the amounts of electricity that you receive from fossil fuel-based energy. This is mainly because the solar panels have a limited amount of space to work with and are also quite large in size, so the amount of electricity they produce is usually not more than what you get from your home power grid. Wind power is very different from solar in a few ways. One major difference is that a wind turbine collects energy from the air instead of the ground or water, which means that the wind blows through the blades, thus collecting it and transferring it into the power plant's power supply. Wind is also extremely efficient. While a solar panel will only produce as much as needed for the energy used, a wind turbine can run continuously and produce enough power for most homes. Even if you install a turbine on the roof, it is not a good idea to build up too much as it can cause damage to roofing materials. With all of these different forms of alternative energy available, there has never been a better time to invest in an alternative source of power, whether it is a solar panel or wind turbine. You may think that this kind of power is not available anymore, but now is the time to start looking into it. There are many benefits of using solar panels and wind turbines, not least of which is saving money. Not only do you not need to pay expensive power bills, but you will be able to save money on your monthly utility bills by making a small investment in alternative energy. By harnessing the power of nature, you are taking steps to save the environment and getting off of our dependence on foreign oil. If you have not invested in alternative sources of power before, it may be a good idea to get educated about what you can do to help the planet. Not only is it good for the planet and our health, but it is also good for your wallet. One good source of alternative energy is solar panels. You can get a solar panel kit which can be purchased from many online retailers, or you can purchase a professionally designed system, which will take a little bit longer but will save you money on installation. If you are interested in learning more about solar panels or wind turbines, there are many websites that provide information about solar panels and wind turbines as well as other alternative energy systems. If you are considering using alternative energy as a way to lower your power bills, it is also worth trying to make sure you are using solar panels that are certified by the American Society of Mechanical Engineers or the National Renewable Energy Laboratory (NERL). These organizations will give you the information you need to make an informed decision. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video for more about alternative energy.